And it's almost time for some FACEIT League. We're getting into Master Tuesday here for Week 6. We've got EU Thunders taking on Team 0907. Team 0907 heavy favorites coming into this one. This isn't one I picked because I thought it was going to be hyper competitive so much as it's just two teams that we haven't had on this season. I saw they were playing each other. Was trying to make sure we get at least everybody on once in Master Division. That was the goal anyway. So, you know what? I was like, hey, we got two teams that have somehow I've neglected to get on the season. Now, granted, I mean, it looks bad because we're in Week 6, but Master Division have had 2 weeks off, all right? So, you know, it's not all on me, all right? It's not all on me that we haven't had these two teams on yet, but, you know, I still wanted to rectify that here today. Before we get into talking about today's match, take a look at your schedule for the rest of the week. For all of you NA people out there, times are back an hour from what we're used to. So North America has already gone over into daylight time, into daylight savings time, whereas EU won't change their clocks until March 30th. Bringing us to our current match here, as we take a look at our standings, because 0907 is another team right up here at the top of the standings, as they are currently 7-2. The Thunders are 2-6. Like I said, this is going to be a pretty uphill climb for the Thunders. Honestly, I feel a little bit bad that my first time getting them on this season is against, you know, a top 3 opponent. 0907, long-standing FACEIT team. This team has been here from day one. They are 2 times expert champions. They are returning to Master Division here for a second time. Their first foray into Master Division was in Season 2. Didn't go particularly well. That's today's matchup there. Okay, they all actually, yeah, it is top of the hour. So we already getting into voting here. I'll just continue my rant while they're figuring out their map bans and stuff, or hero bans rather. We've already got Samoa picked. So Samoa will be your first randomly picked map here for the top of the series. It will be loser pick from there on out. Not just in map, but game type as well. So very much emulating OWCS. But 0907, long story short, struggled in Season 2 of Master Division, got relegated back down to Expert, won championship there in Expert Division for the second time in Season 3, find themselves back here in Master Division for the second time. Returning this time around, have had a much stronger showing, currently sitting 7-2 in the standings. And are on track, I mean, to finish here in top 4. Definitely on track to make postseason, which would avoid relegation. There's no relegation matches this season, so just keep that in mind. Looking at rosters, not seeing a whole lot of change. Doki, Turbo Smooth, and Jono Wedge are Classic 0907. Actually, Conde is Classic 0907 too. I think Manch is the only newcomer here. Thunders are a new team this season, and it's kind of an amalgamation of players that we've seen. Ginger Rifle, I know from playing in NA with Cumberland University. Zero, most recent addition, comes over from Ure Mirai. You got Zatat coming over from Team Gambit, I believe. Nelly Ozu played on Hypnos. Eden, I'm not as familiar with. I recognize the name, but not as familiar with. A pretty awesome squad here. Feels like sounds like they've got that final piece with Zero coming in. A brief conversation with Nelly Ozu earlier. You know, really led me to think that they're starting to find their footing. They're feeling very confident right now. Despite, you know, perhaps a rough start so far here in Master Division. We're going to kick things off on Samoa. Let's see. It's a little too close to attack time. I'll get the bands plugged in. I honestly don't know who banned what, so I apologize for that. I didn't ask quick enough. So you're going to have to forgive me on that one. It was an Echo and a Carry band, though, so we can at least get the correct bands up top. I'm guessing Thunder's banned Carry coming into this. Oh, and hopefully get your teams on the right side, too, huh? All right, let's get into map 1. All right, let's see. Well, I'm gonna assume Carry was the Thunder's band, since they're in a Ramatra composition. When you very much have, I mean, you know, not that you see a lot of Carry in the. Oh, here, let's go to some first-person pop. Not that you see a whole lot of Carry in the Maga comps. Typically a Bergina. You do see some Lucio Carry in there. We've seen Amplify really like to run the Lucio Carry with the Maga. And that was an echo, was that other band. Sorry, I'm trying to get the bands in without completely losing track of the action on your screen. There we go. So, yeah. Again, honestly, just a guess on the bands. I'll be sure and ask before, but it was too close to the start of the map starting, and I didn't want to bug the teams. Try to be very respectful about talking to our teams. Nice little boop off the side there from Jotto, which kind of put Ginger out of the fight for a moment, but Satan and Eden have managed to pick up a couple of them, and it's going to keep E Thunders in control of this fight, and eventually in control of the objective. 45% built up here from 0907 to start. Just reminded me, 0907 heavy favorites coming into this matchup. Dueling overclocks here on the point. Turbo Smooth drops a pulse in the back, and Conde finds the kill out of the time. Lands that one right between the eyes. Turns around. Oh, has the back of Ginger. Not going to last long. 0907 get control of this point right back. Giving up a mere 28% on the other side. Conde having a hell of a start here into this series. Now they're just going to drop it in orbital to kick things off. Rally from both sides, as a matter of fact. 4 support ults thrown into this. Ginger has the cage fight, could be the difference maker. Majin answers with the annihilation, but is just kind of held in place. Ginger Rifle has to respect that, though. Holding around the corner. A little bit of bonus health. They're fading. I guess that was the shield health. Oh, good flank, though. Comes around, catches Conde completely flat-footed. I think Ginger's by themselves here, though. Zero returning for spawn, trying to help out. Majin completely cornered. Eden comes in, and it's a 1v3. Daki able to get a little bit of healing in from the outside. Majin runs to coast, but say that's looking for a boat. You got a Pharah and a Lucio after you. Majin just puts their toes on the edge of the lava there. We'll eventually dive on in like a Terminator. Give a thumbs up, and it's back to spawn. 37% now, and Thunder's in control. Our soldiers have been putting in some work. We're going to have those overclocks available for this next fight from both sides. Todd with a 10% advantage on that. It's going to go ahead and pull the trigger on it early. Got one shot down into a couple targets. Not until the end able to pick up a kill, but that's an important kill. A little help from Zero as well as Ginger. Majin goes down. Todd just leading the charge out. Big overrun in from Ginger. And a great fight here out of the Thunders. Forcing this into a 99 situation. They use just the one ultimate. Now, unfortunately for them, they are behind in these support ults. Remember, 4 ult fight happened at the same time. We've got Eden making a swap to a Lucio now without the Brig. Jonowich now with a big rally. Orbital available here from 0907. But Zero takes Majin down out of the air. Ginger so low. And Kade's got that overclock on the point. Eden with 1 health trying to survive. 0907 should win out this 99-99 fight. Turbo coming up with a pair of kills on the back end. Thunder's put up a good effort here in our opening sub-map, taking us the distance. But your 7-2-0907 will grab the 1-0 lead here in Samoa. Zero sticking with the Pharah. And Zero is a flex DPS. I thought so. I'll tell you what confused me on that is I had called Evil a hit scam, but then Evil was playing flex DPS, and you know, maybe it was a double flex DPS look from your MRI back in the day. I don't know, but unfortunately, the Zero Pharah not able to get it done. It's Turbo Smooth leading the charge here, 50% towards that first pulse already. So Zero kind of left to mark this flank. You see over here playing on this left-hand side, make sure that Turbo Smooth just doesn't have free access into the back line. In lieu of, you know, not having a flank hero. It's not ideal. I think Zero, yeah, there it is. Okay, Zero's able to pick up one. Now can turn their attention to what they really want to be doing, which is either helping the front line or pouring rockets into that back line. But Ginger's no longer in this fight. 0907 with control at 43%. And despite Zero's efforts in winning that duel, is just forced to fall back. Wait for that tank to respawn. Still able to throw in some spam damage. Ooh, that was a nice direct. Gets you about 2/3 of the way towards the barrage. Meanwhile, back on the point, the big overrun lands from Ginger. They move down low. China Witch has this rally all alive, though. Oh, using it up top. Just going to ambush the Todd. Mid-overclock. Doesn't stand a chance against that giant shield. And the OC falls flat. Zero's able to pick up another kill on this point. But with a cage fight in from Majin. I think this is going 0907's favor. Turbo Smooth finds 3 in this fight. He's going to chase Ginger Rifle all the way out to the waters. One last chance. You got Rally and Barrage to work with here if you're Thunders. Conde with a great move and a huge overclock. There's an orbital thrown hit down low. I'm not sure it really found much, but with Conde opening up as strong as they did, not sure that you needed the orbital to get much value here for your 0907. As they're going to close out the map. No coconuts! Where are my coconuts? Either way, 0907 get the 1-0 lead. Some stats there from map 1. Conde 17-1. Just shy of most damage. Actually, Ginger and Zatan come up with most damage in the lobby. About 100 points separated them. Zatan coming out 9-4. 9,300 damage. I mean, close. You know, keeping pace there with Conde on the other side, at least as far as damage output. And fewest deaths on their squad. Now it's a matter of can Thunder's turning it around. Suravasa the pick from him. We're going to head to Flashpoint here for map 2. Wait. Double support ban? It's not supposed to let you do that. Oh, well. Oh, who cares? We're banning the Ana. All right. Thunder's ban the Ana. China Witch said they banned the Ana and we fricked up. Oh, well, what can you do? For right now, I guess I'm going to put it in the Lucio Juno band, or the Lucio Auto band. Oh, that's too funny. I guess we're rolling with it. And Juju from Thunders is like, we didn't even see. Oh, excuse me, Juju is from 0907. It's like, we didn't see it. We didn't see it. William, thank you for being here. I appreciate you. Yeah, it should, Optimus from Thunders is like, it should block the roll that's picked. Yeah, it did not. It did not. Oh, well. All right. Well, I guess they're going to figure that out. Let's see what else is going on. What other matches do we have going on around the league today? Looks like Dreamlight SRPC. It took a minute to get going. God, this song's obnoxious. Shut up. Yeah, looked like this match took a second to get going. Oh, you know what? I don't know if I took my trash out. I think I forgot to take my trash out. I was just sitting there thinking, like, wait a minute. Did I leave the oven on? Actually, I'm going to go catch them real quick because this is on hold. I'll be right back. Sorry about that, y'all. I forgot to put my trash out this morning. And the trash truck is back there. A lot of people just, where I live, we have like an alley and, you know, the big, like, heavy plastic trash cans provided by the city. And most of my neighbors just leave it sitting out in the alley. I do not. I pull it into the garage. Because I don't like it getting ran into by cars and, you know, stormed on and stuff. So, anyway, it means I have to actually go put it out and pull it back in. I'm enjoying a green tea with jasmine today. Let's see if my tea command is updated. Oh my goodness. Yeah, I have a tea command. I don't know if it's updated. Let's see. OBS is acting weird. That's fantastic. Yep, there you go. That is updated. That's my go-to. That's my go-to. Oh, hey. Oh, these jasmine pearls are really nice. I mean, I enjoy some oolong as well. These green tea, they're the green pearls. Oh, they are so good. It's just a hint of jasmine on it. Right, you're just little tiny jasmine petals. You kind of mix in there with it. Oh, hey! What do you know? Vanilla flavored black tea. Ooh, that sounds good. I'm not a big vanilla person. I love black tea there. I have a couple of black tea varietals right now. I have a black chai blend that's really nice. It almost has like a bit of a coffee quality to it. It's really nice. Okay, let's get ready to head into Suravasa. We're headed to a Thunder's map pick here. They had to get their bans resolved. 0907 accidentally double ban supports. I think they got it worked out, though. Get it, Suravasa. Okay, let's. We're back into the market comps. As we were saying in OWCS, the break Juno backline. Both teams pulling out the Genji here. And I feel like this is, you know, we've seen Zero playing a lot of Fire today. I feel like getting into the Genji is what I really remember Zero being so exceptional on. So this could be going into a strong suit here. And Satan opens things up nicely for Thunders. Unfortunately, it looks like Ginger got a little too deep. Got around that corner. So difficult for the supports to get any healing there. Just LOS'd them ever so slightly, and that was just enough. Most likely a good boop from Janowicz. Probably put them into that spot. Ginger's an experienced team. Not going to just willingly turn the corner and hang out where they can't get healed. Had to be a good boop there out of Janowicz. Perhaps Majin with an overrun kind of helped with some displacement there. Either way, first gap goes over to 0907. Zero trying to kind of play from up underneath. Oh, Ginger just doesn't make it back down. And with a speed ring out, this is going to be a quick pursuit. Hot pursuit out of Majin to the rest of 0907. They're going to clean that one up. Yeah, the black chai is really good. It's one of my all-time favorites. It's really good. Like I said, it almost has a coffee quality to it. It's a really nice morning tea. Well, I love this move from Zero. Unfortunately, they pop up right into a cage. All guns pointed at Majin. But with the cardiac overdrive and now the orbital thrown in on top, not only can we not see a damn thing, but Majin is right back up to full health. Yeah, that camera does not help our cause, does it? First flashpoint going over to Team 0907 here. That one clean. Nice 100-0. Got a couple ults to work with coming into this next fight. But, you know what? I will say, Thunders are staying up in the ult charge. And they did not spin their orbital in that previous fight. Nor cage fight. Now, they didn't have it online, but, you know, details. Turbo Smooth, and she's the first katana. The rally trying to keep them at bay. Even the last support stand, oh, excuse me, I guess Niliozu is still here. Now there's no support standing. I was just predicting the future, apparently. It was Satan who actually fell first. At the corner of my eye, I'm used to seeing the... Anyway. Like, my brain just clocked it as a support because they were next to Eden in that top right-hand corner. But it was another clean fight win out on 907. So far have just been flawless here on Suravasa. Been a couple of trades, but no fight wins. Now, a great cage fight out of Majin will punish the hubris, out of Ginger. Will punish the hubris of Majin there. Playing on this corner. No ults currently available for 907 to try to strike back with here. So, Thunders will pick up their first fight win off of that cage fight. Ducky is coming up on an orbital very quickly, though. Speed Ring used to disengage, but Turbo Smooth and the rest of 907 are in hot pursuit. There's that cage fight out. Ginger caught on the post, just nowhere to go. And it's a 1 ult fight win coming out from 907. Oh, even get the deflect on the disruptor shot. Everything coming up numbers. And they're all favoring 907. Oh, I love the Fire Nation charm. That's badass. Another 1 ult fight win, this one being the orbital. And we do get Zero moving on to the point. Doesn't make it far, though. The chase successful there from Turbo Smooth. Would like to hold on to this blade for the next point, I'd imagine. There's the 20 kill streak for the Bears. Let's take off. You got it, Juno. Where are we headed? Kind of a times overclock. They're trying to make their way into the palace. An important fight coming out. Double support's invested in because of that out of Thunders. Oh my god, terrible camp. Turbo Smooth gets 2 with the blade. Make it 3. It was a big ult fight, but 0907 come out on top. Zero able to find a parting gift on Turbo Smooth before going down. And what a great addition to this squad. And talking about Eliozu before this match, I was just saying just how nicely Zero has slotted in, fits in like perfectly. I mean, just square peg, square hole, beautiful addition. I mean, nice little combo. They are able to pick up John Witch, catch him in the cage, use the blade to cut him down. It's a quick +1, but it costs you 2 ults to do it here for your Thunders. Zero now in deep. Had the opportunity to go finish off Conde, but good pressure from the other side means Zero could not pursue. Now Conde getting in way deep, and there's Zero with the backup, eventually able to finish what they started. And it's another good fight win here out of Thunders. Now, did they hold on to anything to protect this with? Both Orbital and Cages have been pretty much instant fight wins for 0907 here. They have both of those ultimates to work with. Majin overrun in, trying to catch the Juno. I don't think they caught Nelly in that. They did not. Nelly's actually going to run back into it to try to keep everybody alive. Unfortunately, with the Orbital in, it's just insurmountable odds there for the Thunders. Nice play out of Zero, able to trade back at least. You still have Satan and Zero hanging out on the outside. Really nicely played. Honestly, this is going to allow for a pretty quick retake out from Thunders. There's Ginger back into the fight. And 0907 just now getting Turbo Smooth into this. Conde has an overclock, though, and has already picked up, what, Zero low. That railgun didn't hit clean, but it hit solid enough. The follow-up is good. And that should just be that. 0907. Now, all I gotta do is just keep a touch from happening. I don't think we're gonna get one in. In fact, not. We get the wave out of Jotowicz. As a 907 will move up to match point. Sour, what's up, my friend? I appreciate you being here.
This ends now. Who's next? Recharge.
Some stats there for map 2. God, it felt closer. It felt closer. I mean, obviously the first 2 points were pretty handily 0907. But they're able to answer back there in the end. I mean, the Thunder DPS, I think the Thunder DPS have got a lot of potential behind them. But 0907, you know, they're not taking any prisoners here. They're not here to play nice. They're not here to make friends. They are here to prove that they belong in the top of Master Division. And they're not taking their foot off the gas here with a 2-0 lead. Of course, Thunders will get another map pick here headed into map 3. Not seeing any changes roster-wise. We did get, I don't know if it had previously been announced, but we got roster lock coming up. I mean, I'm sure it had previously been announced, but it has been reiterated. Roster lock is this Saturday. So, you know, in talking about like Zero recently moving over to this squad and everything, everybody's got to get those rosters finalized by Saturday. And our team should be set, and look how they're going to look at least for the rest of the season till we get into season 5. See if we get any last-second roster mania, any last-second changes coming through here in this final week of trade availability, or I guess trade eligibility. Let's double check in on some of these other matches. That is nowhere close to the right region or division. D Imperial Arius go to 5. Ooh. Wow. They played early. I wish I realized that they were starting that early. I had a doubleheader with this bad boy. Ooh. Back and forth, too. A complete back and forth. Whoever got map pick was able to win it. Obviously, Nepal is a random map pick, and that one went 2-1. Wow, what a close matchup there with D Imperial and Arius. Good showing from Arius. I remember D Imperial are 7-1 squad coming into this. Arius are 3-5, and they take D Imperial all the way the distance. Really nicely done. Oh, that was earlier in the season. No, that was earlier in the season. Wait a minute. I could have swore that said March 11th. Was that crazy? I could have swore that said March 11th on it. Oh, well. Was that February 11th? Maybe it was February 11th. I could have swore it said March 11th. Oh, my. Okay, moving on. We're moving on. It's Havana picked out of Thunders. I am big dumb. Time to connect. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. It is time to connect. Time to lock in. Ramband? Thunder's ban ramp? Because haven't we seen mostly Majin playing the ramp? And Ginger playing the Maga? Oh, Thunder has actually banned the Widow. Okay, it's 0907 banning the Ram. Oh, let's see. Oh, we're just waiting for all the players to get in here. I was trying to remember where's Ginger from? He'll help me out. Where's Ginger from? Like I said, I know Ginger from playing at Cumberland University. I want to say Dutch, but I don't know that I'm confident on that. Oh, hey, we're heading to Havana. Of course, neither Cumberland nor Ginger have a Wikipedia page, so I was trying to see if I could pull up something that would have the team list that would show the country. I don't know. I just got curious. Let's get into Havana. It's map 3. Again, Thunder's map pick. Trying to see if they can bounce back here. Thunder's coming in. What did I say? 2-5. 0907 coming in 7-2. Maybe Thunders were 3-5. No, 2-6. It was 2-6. Larry Senora and Mirai were 3-5. So 0907 clear favorites coming into this matchup. Thunder see if they can bounce back. I've had some good moments. Been able to take a couple team fights here and there, but for the most part, this has been a pretty dominant performance here out of 0907. Their second season in Master Division. Not consecutive, though. Got relegated back to Expert there in Season 3, where they're able to take the championship. Now looking to really prove themselves here in Season 4. So far, looking like a top team this season. Definitely looking so here in this series. Thunders will start us off on the attack. Ginger comes out with a little bit of a Sigma poke composition from both of our teams, including Jonowich on an Ayari. On a Juno backline here for the attacking Thunders. Not a backline you see very often. Speed ring thrown out. We'll see if Ginger wants to make use of it. Could be used to try and either engage in or disengage if needed. A little too far forward. But 0-5 Jonowich out of the back. Ooh, where was that? Picked off the high ground, I'd imagine. My eyes were on that front line, but Zero is able to clean off the flank. Unfortunately, Conde has picked up one as well, so you still have this side angle to worry about. Defensive 907, able to stabilize, kind of secure around this corner. We're quickly coming up on some ultimates, though. And Matrix thrown in up front. Oh, Ginger just gets destroyed. Majin able to take great advantage of that. I mean, that's what? 240 damage per volley coming out from the hyperspheres through that Ant Matrix. Just so much damage. Icelandic, thank you. Thank you, Coach Mannix. Thank you. I knew that Dutch didn't sound right. I knew that didn't sound right. Thank you. Ah, that's a sign. We're rocking a satellite vector, or at least the Thunders are, hoping the beam from space will get this point on the board. Satan up here with an up-close and personal overclock. Has already fouled one. Conde throws up the question mark after getting cut down by Zero's blade. So some of those signs of brilliance that we were talking about here out of the Thunders, they still have to fend off a Rally as well as this. Well, never mind. Turbo Smooth got shut down. Rally doesn't look like it's going to fare much better. Jadowicz ends up surrounded, and that's a point on the board there for Thunders. Feels Tom putting a lot of pressure in from up top. Zero trying to go chase. Yeah, they had Taki isolated. Good read, good play. Oh, but you leave Nelio Zoo vulnerable there in the back line. Turbo Smooth finds the opening, and things suddenly not looking as comfortable here for the attacking Thunders. Ninja Rifle in a battle down low. Lands the rock. Majin. Yep, rocked. Oh, I saw that little bounce hit on the Turbo Smooth. Yeah, it's landing it. Tank doing the calculations. I'm just going to repeat that until it sinks into my brain. It helps me to remember things. A little bit extra rounds in that clip. Those 15 extra rounds coming in handy there. Put some extra damage in. Zero goes in behind the Ant Matrix, picks up one. Immortality Field is way late to save Majin. Ducky was like, oh yeah, I should have tossed this frisbee thing. Zero's still lurking here in the back line. Nelio Zoo able to get a kill up front, but Zero dies there on that flank. Ginger trying to push it on this very wide angle. A dangerous move. It's going to require the ultimate to come out with 64 health. They get the kill on a Turbo Smooth. Majin tries to respond with the same story, but does not have the same result with the orbital and the overclock popped late here out of Thunders. I don't know that you needed both of them, but you know what? They get the point on the board. In fact, Nano Boost was also invested into that to keep Ginger alive, or to keep whoever was caught in that flux alive. So, a very expensive cap, but a cap nevertheless. I guess good news is it was expensive for the defense, too. You know, good news for Thunders fans out there. You still have the Blade Zero right there in a match. Turbo Smooth like on the high ground? Yeah, Turbo Smooth like directly above Zero. Does eventually dash their way out, but Jadowicz is stuck on the outside there. That was a move there from that right-hand side. Zero's going to push in and fight Daki as well. So both sports get picked off through this new avenue that was opened up in that latest rework on Havana. Now, with the trades, the attackers aren't pushing all the way into the fortress, so they've managed to round the final corner and are now knocking on the front door. That Zero opening up with the blade. Comes dashing in through that same hole on the right-hand side as Conde low. One swipe will take them down. Turbo Smooth purple. Rally popped by Jadowicz. Turbo Smooth is able to finish off Nelio Zoo, and now the Ant Matrix here. Both support ults invested. Out of 907 to try to deal with Zero, and they cannot. Zatan shows up for the backup, and that's going to be a cap on one of the most difficult maps. Oh, I say that. Conde is able to get a touch here with less than a meter to go, and that's the cap. One of the most difficult maps, I think, in the entire game to cap with time in particular. That new addition was talking about how well Zero is slotting into this squad. Doing a great job of opening things up here. On 2 separate team fights, Zero is able to make their way through that little flank angle to the left-hand side. Find opening picks on, priority picks. First time picking off both supports. Next time able to find a support and go in and use the blade to finish off Conde to take the Sojourn threat out of that back right-hand corner. What a wonderful addition. What a wonderful addition to this squad. I know Yuri Mirai's probably a little salty about him. You can see why Thunder's expressed interest in this flex DPS talent. And Zero get a chance to strut their stuff here in the toughest division here in FACEIT League. I mean, I guess theoretically so is Yuri Mirai, so that's, I mean, there's that. But, you know, it sounded good. Oh, Eden with the schmoves! Eden with the schmoves! Do 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 do. Oh! I was waiting for the tumbleweed to go blowing by. What it done here for 907. Rocking the bring back line stills. One thing I was kind of keeping an eye on through that first point. You know, we were still using Auto Juno on the other side. And so it's, I mean, it's interesting to see both with the rest of the composition identical, that we have 4 different support players here to try to bolster his comp. It makes for very different strategies. And this is going to be a nano engage. One of the advantages of having this auto. And you get this huge opening tool for the beginning of fights. Ginger's able to leverage that into an ultimate here. About 8% ahead of Majin. Got it. I'll get it right one of these times. And what a beautiful, beautiful flux it's going to be. Daki yanked up from behind that amplification matrix. Now Ginger is trying to pursue the other support down low. Majin, see if they can do the same in the back line. Orbital Ray has been thrown up, and Turbo Smooth, Zatan finishes off Majin before they can get the finish on those supports. Now, Turbo Smooth does still have an ace in the hole in the form of this blade. They got 2 swipes in Zatan, but Zatan uses that second slide to get out. That perk coming in handy here. Oh, it wasn't even the second slide. I swear it looked like they had 2 slides there. Did anybody else say 2 slides? I swore I saw 2 slides. Nope, not there. Wasn't there. Just good moves out of Zatan. Avoids the final swipe on the blade. Got a 0 blade incoming. Oh, but kind of got stuck. I think it was going for Daki. Daki is able to back away. Oh, 0 ends up just face planting on the opposite wall. Rally down low from Jonowich does not last. Ginger gets the nano boost once again, and this early fight tool is going to get leveraged into another ultimate, but this one will not have the same result. Majin's able to move in and get the finish. Turbo Smooth's still alive here, alongside Condi. How does Turbo Smooth find that? Turbo Smooth just dashed into a 1v4 and came out with a kill on 0. What the hell was that? That's not supposed to happen. Yeah, your backline's in big trouble now. Turbo Smooth putting a lot of pressure and means minimal healing coming out onto Ginger, especially with that Sigma shield there to block it. And that kill onto 0 really kind of set the stage, set the tone there for that cap. I'm still flabbergasted. Literally dashes into a 1v4 in that top room. Comes out with a deflect kill. Dashes. Whoa, excuse me. Dashes out. 0 explanation. A mighty full war chest and a rock already spent. This could be Majin's ticket here. There is an opening to try to drop this gravitic flux. Ginger's low. He's going to try to use the flux as a finisher. Ginger does get that rock back online, but is not able to land it. And the orbital not going to be good enough to keep them alive through the gravitic flux. Eden now at literal 1 health. Somehow ducks around the corner in time, and here comes Majin in pursuit. Couple of hyperspheres land, but Eden gets out 1 piece. Conde picked up a kill through all that, though, and still 2 minutes and 30 seconds with 0907, knocking on the door of the fortress. Conde trying to use the 0 flank route in here on this right-hand side. Pops the overclock. 1 shot lands on the Eden. The second shot will put him back in spawn. Here comes Ginger to try to see if they can block this side, but Jonowich shows up with the rally. Meanwhile, in the front line, Ginger has a nano boost, trying to see if they can seal off this door. Blade in from Turbo Smooth, though, and Ginger was already low. That's going to be the end of 2. Could be the end of this defense. 0 dashes on to the point, trying to buy as much time as possible. See if they can get that time bank a little closer to even. Got it a little closer. 0907 still with the advantage. 2 minutes left in the bank as they cap. Ooh, welcome to Havana, home of the rich and deadly. Look at how there's this whole back area. Like, it makes you feel like this was intended to be part of the map, and they ended up sealing it off. Because there's doors there, and, anyway. Like, even though there's openings and stuff built into that house with stairs going on the backside of it. I mean, look, there's a whole, like, battleground over there. Anyway. All right, let's zoom back in on our battleground. It's an 0907 defense as we head into extras. Thunders fighting to hold on to the series. Same compositions once again, sticking with the Ana Juno backline. Nelly already with good start here on this nano boost. It had mixed results. First, we've seen the nano boost advantage win some fights there on the front line. We see it kind of fall a bit flat here. Ginger played a dangerous game up on that corner, and since fall back, has a little bit more cover to work with on that front right-hand side. How the approach on this corner is always so fascinating to me, from the attacker's point of view. Oh, A little bit of outplay there with the accretion, but Majin's still very low, and Ginger knows it. Is right on the heels, going to pursue, but got themselves isolated in a 2v1. Zero comes in to back him up, though, finds both of the kills, and Ginger sneaks out alive. That was dangerously close there for Thunders, but they come out on top. Yep, rock. No Conde. John Owens with the rallies. They look to come back on and retake this point. Doki's going to throw down an Ant Matrix from this back line as well. Zero has the Nano and the Blade, and that rally is gone. No longer a threat, no longer a problem. No tank on the point either. Nothing to really anchor a one. Conde suffers from a deflect kill. And 4 points on the board here from Thunders. I don't know why I turned into Sam Eagle there from the Muppets there. Here for Thunders. Ooh, Neliozu takes a mean shot there. You gotta keep that auto alive through this. No one hits. Todd pulls back. Right on card here in this OT. Trying to protect against the incoming threat from Conde and Turbo Smooth. But those DPS ults are looking mighty nasty. Zero with the peel. +1 to the defense of 0907 right now. Both Majin and Ginger Rifle are low on the point. But Jonowich has managed to move in and batter down Eden out of the back line. And stop this push here out of Thunder. Still, they make it into the distillery with only 1:37 to work with. Winnable. There is a chance. I am telling you, there is a chance. We see a map 4. A 23% chance, according to this chart. Completely unrelated chart. You go RC Karpov? I like RC Karpov. Nope. Gotta keep it grounded. Two minutes on the clock. Oh no, I'm trying to close out this series. Can't help. I mean, you know, going up against a 2-6 team, they feel like they should be able to close this one out in 3. Thunder's trying to really punch up. See if they can take a map off of this squad. And there's the opening pick. The newcomer Zero. Once again. How many times I gotta highlight? What a great addition Zero is here to this Thunder squad. Unfortunately, Conde still a massive threat. Really has been kind of server admin all series long. And that opening pick on an Neliozu here for the attackers is going to be the end of this hold out of Thunders. Backing up for a regroup. 1-1-1 on the clock. Watching doing the math, getting those bounce shots in. Will force the slide out of Zatan. Absolutely good to retake here. You get another fight. Might as well give it a try. Should be able to get one more if they don't win this, but Ginger Rifle looking so low. Great sleep lands on an Eliozu, but the immortality field is good. And Turbo Smooth is able to clean off that left-hand side. Freeing up the flank. It's 2 fight wins in a row here, but this is going to take one final fight for 0907 to get it done. This is going to be a big ult fight, too. Everybody should get ults online. Majin finds Neliozu in the back. Neliozu has to stay alive to get this nano if they want to stay alive in this series. Eden's going to go ahead and throw in the orbital ray early. It's not that close to the card. I think you would have liked that a little bit closer. May have been preemptive, but the nano boost is in. I think Ginger dies anyway. I think they lost the nano boost. Oh, that's just gonna be the dominoes falling. GG's in the chat. 0907 will close this one out in a 3-0. Oh, the nano boost was just a split second late. I mean, we talk about this game being a game of millimeters, and that was one of those moments. The nano boost, I mean, it was a race for the nano boost to come online versus keeping Ginger alive through that fight. And Ginger dies just as the nano boost is available. Ends up being wasted. I think. I mean, maybe from what I saw, if y'all saw something different, by all means, correct me. But it looked to me like the nano boost tried to go on to Ginger just as Ginger died. So it spent the nano boost, and you could see that Neliozu got it themselves, but I didn't see Ginger get it at all. Maybe just got it, got the 300, and that 300 health got just destroyed before there was any opportunity, but my, oh my. That was it. That was the one little tool. Hey, I gotta say, Thunders took it to the very last final fight. Extra innings. I mean, it was an overtime bonus Overwatch, bonus rounds finish there for 0907 there in Havana. So, I mean, Thunders put up a great fight there. It was the best look out of them all day long, and the stats absolutely reflect it. You know, if we're looking at round 1 and 2, stats heavily in favor of 0907. Very dominant performance there for the first 2 maps. Map 3 is looking a lot closer. We're looking a lot closer. And remember, just as we saw in previous maps, Zatan is able to out-damage both DPS on the other side. And all 3 of these maps, if I remember correctly, yeah. Zatan out-damaged both DPS in all 3 of these maps. Ginger actually out-damaged Majin in the first round, but not in the last 2. I mean, still very, very close. 25 and 11, 25 and 10, 20.9k damage, 22.1k damage. I mean, 1,200 damage separating them, and 1 death. I mean, very, very close. Map 3. Oh. Okay, that 2-0 was a map score, not an overall score. They are tied 1-1. SRP Check Dreamlight currently tied at 1 apiece. Oops. Let's see. What are the matches we got going on? Incendia up 2-1 over Yuri Mirai is what that's looking like. Oh, Dreamlight might have just taken that map 3. Yeah, Incendia up 2-1. Yuri Mirai able to bounce back there. What was that map 2? Is that, yeah, on Suravasa. It was a 5 flashpoint Suravasa there. And as we look at Zero's former team, the Imperial do get that 3-2. That was February. That was February that I saw. I saw the 11th, Tuesday the 11th. Yeah, that was February. Just to confirm how big an idiot I am. Yep, confirmed. I am a massive idiot. Also on Quick Esports coming up with a 3-2. Back-to-back wins over the past couple days. Couple of makeup games there. As they maintain their spot. Let's go take a look at standings here after this match, since this match has been completed. Let's give this a good old refresh, see where we're sitting. 0907 steal away that first slot just because they got a couple more games played and they get an extra win. I would expect that to even out here, but still, you're looking at 8-2, 0907 maintaining. You know, as I mentioned, really fighting hard to prove that they belong in the tippity top of Master Division as they've made their return here in Season 4. And, you know, another solid win from 0907 here today. This one quite dominant. And looking like one of the toughest teams in the division. I mean, I said on OWCS, remember, I mean, whoever makes it to grand finals here, once we get into playoffs will start at the end of this month. Once we get into grand finals, or whoever makes it to grand finals, will get a chance at those relegation matches and a shot at OWCS. So there's a massive, massive prize at the end of this road, and all, particularly these top 5 teams. I'd say top 6 with Insignia being included. I mean, obviously, all these teams, obviously, would love to make OWCS, but these teams that are all currently sitting with 1 and 2 losses are very much in the hunt. And don't count out this Insignia squad yet either. I still have confidence they can get their act together and turn around and turn it up for playoffs. Quick look at schedule here for the rest of the week. I won't linger on this too long. I know it's already been kind of a long outro, but we got some exciting matches coming up. We'll have Chain's Family taking on Extinction a little bit later on for your NA Master matchup today. A little bit later on here in EMEA, we're going to have Arion taking on Alternate Pytel here tomorrow for Expert. Quick, taking on the aforementioned Insignia. Should be a good banger there. Your Master Division matchup for Thursday, and then we're going to have D'Impero taking on SR Peak Check for your Friday matchup. I think that's all I've got for you for now. Yeah, I'm gonna go get this uploaded, and we may come back and stream. I may come back and stream a little bit early before NA. I've got a series where I'm wanting to I think I want to go in and start taking a look at individual POVs from these matches, and just go through and see what we can learn. Just as players, just go through and let's go through and watch a tank player and see what we can learn from some tank players. So I think I'm going to do that a little bit later on today. I actually managed to get so much done yesterday. I have a fairly clean plate today, which is extremely unusual. I do need to get this match uploaded, so I'm going to do that for you real quick. But yeah, keep an eye out. We got fun stuff coming. Anyway, thank you all so much for hanging out. I do really appreciate it. It means the world. Be awesome, humans. As always, stay hydrated. It's important. Ooh. We got your Mariah and Cindy are headed to a map 5. Ooh. All right, keep an eye out for that one. I'll see if Zyber or anybody's streaming that one. I may throw them a raid. Thank y'all for being here. Really appreciate it. I'll see y'all later on for some NA. All right, bye, friends.